The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome to TVWAN News. I'm Maricela Calaton. Thanks for joining us. Australian High Commissioner John Philp, who began his eventful tour of duty in early 2020, leaves Papua New Guinea tomorrow. This marks the conclusion of a tenure that has significantly contributed to the strengthening of bilateral ties between Australia and Papua New Guinea. Prime Minister James Marape commended Mr. Philp for his 4 years of exceptional service to Papua New Guinea. He expressed his heartfelt appreciation to the outgoing Australian High Commissioner for his immensely productive 4-year tenure in the country. The Kari people of Central Province have called on the government to respond to their petition to reinstate Obed Batia to his substantive position as the Chief Executive Officer for PNG Power Limited. Their petition was given to Minister for State-Owned Enterprises William Duma last Friday in the presence of Central MPs at the Kari LNG area at 15 Mile.
In a media conference held today, the Kari LLG councillors gathered at Bluffin Motel and raised their grievances after giving the government an ultimatum of 5 working days to reinstate Obed Batia as CEO for PPL. The ultimatum lapsed today. The councillors, led by Deputy Governor for Central Willie Wavi, called on Prime Minister James Marape to respond to their petition before they resort to other options.
Whatever response comes or no response, our next meeting amongst ourselves with LG and Lenkos will determine what the next course of action will be. So at the moment is we are waiting for the watch and our demand still at that place.
Chairman of Central Sogori Holdings Limited, Arua Salesoge, also raised concerns that the forceful resignation of Mr. Batia was a slap in the face for the people of Kari. He said Mr. Batia worked hard for more than 30 years to be where he is now, and for him to be forcefully told to resign was not right.
The CEO's term would have been afforded the same privilege as others enjoyed to run the entire contract period. And just to come along and suddenly take him off with a couple of months ahead of him doesn't sit down well with the land owners, especially his input and the support that is provided to PNG Power and the mechanisms that are in place, which are slowly beginning to uncover and show and reflect improvements within the system. And to change it abruptly like that doesn't sit well for us.
Meantime, Ward 9 Councillor Billy Ivai Depo supported the call to reinstate Batia as soon as possible.
Lamania, Obed Batia, CEO Blong, PPL, Emino Kam Kisim Disla, walk along, political appointment Emino come up. Emi come up, Em hold him screwdriver, Emi hold him spanner. Na Emi come up CEO. Emi travel inside na outside belong PPL. Now at the same time, Em picking in belong me. Em picking in Kari. Me like him, Prime Minister. You sabelo me sabelo you. You must reinstate him. This Lamani go back. Long kiss him this seat.
Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Director for Kokoda Trek Secretariat Josh Niven-John threatened to shut down the Kokoda Trek if Batia is not reinstated.
Kokoda Trek will be shut, and by shut, if the response is not in favor of our petition. Remaining how many tracks now all paying staff, two companies all paying local staff, another 4 or 5 by go paying, these trips will be affected. For Edebu as a resource, Hetwara, me play Hetwara blow Edebu, me play Tokosem, we will still make a call and we will meet with Oniri and Soaba chairmans, Namibla by Tokimolo, delaying this opening on the 18th.
Since Monday of this week, as police presence returned to Hanuabada, there has been no sign of people selling homebrew openly on the streets. This was made possible through a week-long awareness on the production and selling of homebrew in the village.
There has been positive response from the police regarding the removal of homebrew in Hanuabada village this week. The Motu Koitari Service and City police officers have been patrolling and carrying out foot patrol in areas where homebrew is sold, gave positive response of having no more selling of alcohol in the village. NCD Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika expressed satisfaction with the results and commended the people of Hanuabada for their obedience. Sika said it will be better if they all stopped making homebrew and selling beer at home because charges will be applied if they are caught. A mother who did not want to be named said she is satisfied with the police operation. She called on police to ensure there is enough space to market for locals to earn their living. She raised concerns that the marketplace in the village is run by outsiders, something that police must look into. Meanwhile, the villagers are happy with the change now that they can move freely unlike before. Tracy Part, TVWAN News.
But Moresby National High School students have been educated on how to use the internet in a more safe and secure manner without compromising their safety. The Department of Information and Communication Technology, in partnership with the National Information and Communication Technology Authority, took lead in the awareness campaign to enhance the students' knowledge about cyber security and how to stay secure online and protect themselves, as well as their devices. They were educated on various aspects of cybersecurity, including cyber attacks, cybercrime, scams, hacks, misinformation, and online vulnerabilities. The awareness session emphasized the need for students to be cautious of what they post on social media platforms. In a world where the internet plays a significant role in everyone's daily lives, it is crucial for young people to be aware of the potential risks and pitfalls of the digital space. You're watching TVWAN News. Among stories after the break, Swire Scholarships Program and NSL launches Pikinini Saver account.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harem talk young or roll the scale rice family meal with toast. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni sigolo scale rice low scale price. Seni sigolo scale rice low scale price. But you like him?
Papua New Guinea. We love a reason for a family gathering. A reason to play. A reason to ignite the flame. A reason to cook the best with the best. Flame Oil, now PNG made for PNG cooking. Flame Oil, winning taste.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier by you like you more.
Boxing's brightest stars shine on one knockout night.
He is down!
The Mexican monster, undefeated superstar David Benavidez.
Benavidez unloading! What more do you want?
Defends his title against undefeated Demetrius Andrade.
Andrade explodes!
And Jermall Charlo returns to take on Jose Benavidez Jr.
Gets rocked with another right hand!
David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. Live November 26th, only on Fight Sports.
It takes a lot to be a rodeo kid. Some people let nerves get to them, some people don't.
She don't take losing very well.
It does make a mama nervous.
It's gonna happen. You just don't know when or how bad it's gonna be.
It's good in the rodeo industry to have a very short memory.
Kid Rodeo, a brand new series, coming soon on Outdoor.
On the ground, the Fijian. Kebalo, oh, Butterfingers there out of the hands of Dante. You've got to be careful. He's up. Ramos in the corner.
Welcome back. Book Belong Pikinini made a successful debut at the Morbe Show, showcasing its free early childhood education program. The stall provided information for parents and engaged children with reading activities and a unique dress-up photo booth featuring professional roles. The event exceeded expectations with high sales of BBP's When I Grow Up. Reader series Leanne Reston, BBP Executive Officer, expressed delight at the enthusiastic response. Founder and chairperson Anne-Sophie Herman emphasized the importance of early education in shaping future aspirations. BBP aims to expand its program in the region following the positive reception. An educational opportunity emerged in Port Moresby with John Swire and Sons announcing the launch of 2 new scholarships at the Steamship's head office on Wednesday, November 8. The Swire Higher Education Scholarships Program is valued at over 200,000 kina per annum and is anticipated to run indefinitely after the launch in 2024.
The fully funded scholarships for Swire University Scholarships and Taigu College Scholarships will enable 15 PNG students, 10 from universities and 5 attending TAFE for academic year 2024.
Swire wanted to recognise the communities that we've been working in all around the Pacific, and in this case give back to PNG to say a small thank you for allowing us to operate here in PNG. So the aim of the scholarships, they're fully funded, so they cover tuition, they cover board and lodging, and the academic material as well, plus airfares if people are coming from outside Port Moresby.
An advantage for students in this scholarship is that it is free and there is no strings attached.
So there is no need, once you finish, to come and work for Swire or for steamships. but we certainly hope that many of these young men and women will come out of university and then come and join us. We expect the highest standards of academic rigor and also in ethical behaviour. And those are the very type of people that we really look forward to bringing into steamships.
That's why scholarships will complement steamships' community grants program with a focus on education, which supports early childhood learning and primary schools.
So the universities, we've got PAU, Unitec, UPNG and Divine World are the 4 universities that are eligible for the scholarship this year, for the 10 scholarships. And as I said, it's IEA TAFE here in Port Moresby in the first year for the vocational.
There are no specifications also for the courses to be taken as long as the students are continuing students who have high academic excellence, good discipline, and strong reason for wanting a scholarship.
They are designed to help people who might not otherwise be able to afford education. We know that paying school fees is a real challenge, paying university fees is a real challenge for many people. And so the idea here is to allow people who wouldn't otherwise be able to get tertiary education.
Steamship's Managing Director, Rupert Bray, said this investment demonstrates that Swire recognizes the need to invest in the communities in which it operates and strives to be a force for good. The applications open on 8th of November and will close on 29 December 2023. Successful applicants will be formally advised on January 24, 2024. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
The Electoral Commissioner's office in Bougainville has reopened after resolving a payment dispute with service providers. This ensures that preparations for the upcoming by-election for combatants for South Bougainville can continue without any hindrance. Boyne Police Commander John Popew highlighted the importance of local collaboration, and leaders have urged a prompt settlement of outstanding payments. Polling for South Bougainville is scheduled to begin on November 15, with counting taking place on November 19. The wreaths will be returned on November 27. Number One Savings and Loan Society unveiled its latest financial offering, the Pickaninny Saver account, during a soft launch at their Port Moresby head office. The event saw the presence of key figures including NSL CEO John Solok, Board Chairman John Cholai, and Director Shirley Margin.
A soft launch of Number One Savings and Loan Society Pickaninny Saver account was held today. The service aims to foster a culture of regular savings among parents for the long-term benefit of their children. It targets kids aged between 1 to 18. The account locks in savings for a year before parents can access the funds. Contributions starting at a minimum of 10 kina per fortnight per child are facilitated through direct payroll deductions. To open the Pickaninny Saver account, parents must first become NSLS members by opening a general saver account. The Pickaninny Saver offers various benefits, including a secure and fee-free saving method. Additionally, the account can be maintained by the child once they turn 18 and start earning, with the possibility of an annual credit rate subject to board approval. The NSLS boasts a membership growth from 14,000 in 2019 to 43,000 in 2023. Board Chairman John Cholai emphasizes on saving for the future at an early age.
You see, as parents, we can have a lot of aspirations for our children in terms of where they want to go, how they want to go. But if we don't prepare and have the means for them to actually move forward in their lives, and we have not actually prepared, we're saying, we have seen that there is probably a bit of a gap, and therefore we are trying to address that with all our children, and for parents that are actually able to put some money aside. This is where the discipline and the commitment from parents come in.
The Pickaninny Saver account joins other NSLS offerings like the Housing Saver and Tertiary Education Saver. The Pickaninny Saver account attracts a 4% annual interest rate subject to terms and conditions.
In that, we recognize that
there are a lot of members who aspire to give the best for the children in terms of after they finish their secondary education. So the tertiary education saver was to, I suppose, prompt parents, guardians to start putting some money aside. So when the children come at the age of college age, they have adequate finance available to actually support them progress their education to better tertiary education of their choice.
Number One Savings and Loan Society unveils Pickaninny Saver, an innovative savings account for children from age 1. Encouraging parents to invest in their future with minimal fortnightly contributions. Director Shirley Margin emphasizes the long-term financial planning aspect, addressing challenges in financing homes and education. NSLS, extending beyond public servants, celebrates its status as the fastest-growing institution and hints at more innovative products in 2024. The collaboration with NBPOL in the agri-sector was highlighted, showcasing NSL's commitment to diversification and societal impact. Joining NSL is encouraged, inviting all Papua New Guineans to embark on a journey towards financial security.
How can we instill a savings culture amongst our parents, our community? As experienced in the past years, a lot of parents face difficulties when it comes to paying school fees and other necessary expenses associated with the children. So the board in its deliberation moved swiftly to have a look at the number of products, and including products was the Pickaninny Savings Account, and this is where we are today. And I'd like to encourage all our Papua New Guineans out there who are listening and watching on TV to be part of it. Let's journey together as members of Number One Savings and Loan Society. We have tremendous potential for improvements in the future, and with those few words, I'd like to encourage everyone to be part of our Savings and Loan Society.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2695 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2620 $0.4067 Australian dollars, $0.2372 euro, and 39.22 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee, cocoa, and copper closed higher, while gold, palm oil, crude oil, and copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. TVWAN News continues after the break with news from overseas. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Hey, you want to talk? Want to win one of 4 Costa buses? Simply collect 6 SP Lager Red promo caps and enter the draw at a participating store near you. There are heaps of other great prizes to win too, like SP Hunters jerseys and other awesome SP Lager gifts. So enter the draw today for a chance to win. There's a bus to be won in Islands, Southern, Momase, and in New Guinea Islands.
SP Lager, Bougainville!
Ton, 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 hino, ton, ton.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Ton, ton.
Get ready for more! Digicell's new Big Plus Supersized Data Plans. Now with more options, more plans, and more time. Choose from our daily plans, now valid for 24 hours, weekly plans, or even a monthly plan from our suite of Big Plus Supersized Data Plans. All with more data and starting from as low as 1 kina. Yes, you heard right. What's up, all? Yes, yeah! Only Digicell's Big Plus Supersized Data Plans gives you more. Activate today on My Digicell app or dial *675# only with Digicell.
Kane scores! Of course he scores!
Young Nicholas Bester, and here he goes again! Cometh the hour mark, cometh the man! Well, this is their 500-metre-high fortress.
The room has been paid for until the end of the week. Take care of yourself.
Just don't think there's anything you can do about it.
She's someone's daughter.
Those are some dangerous people.
I can't leave her there. She's 15 years old.
I trusted you.
I came here to save you.
The Enforcer.
Let's go.
Darren and I are traveling around the world to find some new perspectives on some very old problems.
I can't believe this place exists.
Searching for healthy, sustainable living solutions for the planet.
Merge where we live with what we eat.
And all who live on it.
Woo!
From Europe to the Amazon, from superfoods to eco-warriors, welcome to a culture that screams green and responsible.
It's time to get down to earth.
Hello, WWE Universe. This is WWE superstar Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. I'm here to set it all on fire. Watch WWE on Digicell TV.
Welcome back. The Australian Prime Minister will fly to the tiny remote Pacific atoll of Aitutaki in the Cook Islands to join leaders at the Pacific Islands Forum.
Symbolism is at play here. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Pacific leaders are being taken to a very low-lying Pacific island indeed, Aitutaki. It does have one small part of the island that rears up into a hill, but much of it is basically an atoll at very, very low levels. It's also spectacularly beautiful, a luminous blue lagoon, waving palm trees. It's been described as almost a cliche of a tropical paradise. But there is a serious intent here, and that is to show exactly what's at risk with climate change. Even a modest increase in sea level rise would put much of Aitutaki underwater. And that's what people in the Pacific Islands, and in particular here in Cook Islands, want to highlight to Anthony Albanese and all the other Pacific leaders who well know the risks posed by climate change over the coming years and decades. Directly confronting Australia can be difficult. Pacific nations are also keen to give credit to the Labor government, even though it's now halfway into its life, for taking a more ambitious approach than the previous coalition government. All of that said, there's still a gap between what Pacific Island nations want and what Australia is willing to do. The fact that Australia continues to expand new fossil fuel projects frustrates many Pacific Island nations, even if they don't necessarily like to berate Australia in public for taking that stance or taking that step. So it's always a bit of a delicate dance for Pacific leaders. And when we spoke earlier to the Deputy Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, John Rosso, he perhaps performed a similarly delicate dance, praising Australia's efforts on climate, whilst also stressing that all nations, including Australia, need to do more to lift their ambition to stave off disaster. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Australia continues to be an important development partner for us, and they are pursuing the climate change agenda. But it's not on Australia, it's every first world country in the world needs to do more for climate change. They need to do more for climate change, allow debt for nature swaps for smaller Pacific Island countries, easier accessibility to financing for smaller Pacific Islander nations, and a lot more to be done now and not down the track.
Australia will provide financial support for Pacific leaders attending the United Nations Climate Change Conference, or COP28, to begin later this month in Dubai. Forum Chair and Cook Islands Prime Minister Mark Brown made the revelation after the PACP leaders' meeting on Tuesday. Australia's support was acknowledged in supporting the Pacific climate champions for their attendance at COP28, along with the support of their staff to be able to support their leaders at this important event. Fijian Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka has named the Ocean's Nexus champion. Cook Islands Prime Minister Mark Brown is the global stocktake champion, and Tongan Prime Minister Siasi Sovaleni as the climate finance champion. More than 10 million Australians were affected by yesterday's Optus outage.
It was a day of chaos for many Australians yesterday, with this Optus outage lasting for up to 12 hours for some people. And with 10 million Optus customers, this was a nationwide outage, and it caused for some perhaps minor inconvenience, but to others there was serious disruption with inability to access essential services. And also this outage ran right through the economy, through the transport network, as well as some hospital systems and banking services as well. So understandably, customers we spoke to this morning in Sydney were quite frustrated with the company and their experience, and many of them said that it wasn't necessarily even compensation that they were after, but more a sincere apology and a proper explanation. This is a little bit of what some of them had to say.
For something like this, I think we deserve an explanation, for one. Like, we haven't heard anything about what caused it, and also it'd be nice to get something back from them for it, I think.
Just a decent apology, firstly. Just maybe not charging a bank account for, or charging fees for a week or a month, or just something like that as a show of faith.
Small businesses across the country have also spoken about how they were financially impacted by this outage and called for compensation. And yesterday, Optus's CEO, Kelly Bayer-Rosmarin, was pressed on this issue, and she said she would look at all different avenues, and also that the company wanted to provide methods to thank customers for their loyalty and reward them for their patience, but refused to confirm whether or not compensation would be given to customers.
A group of Yolgu elders and artists have travelled from Arnhem Land to regional New South Wales to open an art exhibition featuring 140 works on display. Mixing ancient traditions with contemporary practice, the artists have created new colour palettes to depict sacred connections to land, sky and sea. At the heart of their work lies one consistent message.
The Gadigal Meringue dancers are welcoming Yolngu people to Dharawal country, 2 hours south of Sydney, to open the Miwach Yolngu art exhibition. Depicted are songlines in the land, sky and sea. According to Yolngu law, materials must be sourced from the land, like ochre and bark. But as the homelands change, so is the craft.
There have been a lot of introduction of foreign things such as metal and ink, paints. We are still talking about the same stories that have been happening for millennia.
There is a consistent message to care for country.
It's maintaining the land and balancing the ecosystems. And that's what government need to do, is to listen to Indigenous peoples of the world, because the world will unbalance. That's what this global warming is.
A few weeks after the referendum rejection, the Minister for the Arts described this exhibition as an opportunity for deep engagement in truth-telling, even if the journey will be longer than expected.
Some of the stories will be hard, some of the stories will be joyful, but all of them need to be told.
Elders described their grief at the result, but were united. Art can be a vehicle for truth-telling.
We've got to harness whatever methods we can to use politically to get our messages across.
This is our stories, this is our history, this is us telling who we are. It's the Balanda or the government that has to sit and listen.
The exhibition runs until February next year.
The 2023 Pacific Break winner was given to hip-hop and reggae artist Penny Tuporokara, known as Juben. The Fijian singer won the top prize with his track Semamai, beating a record 366 individual song entries from across the Pacific. Now Juben will be preparing for the Women Delayed concert in Australia.
In March of 2024, the 25-year-old sugarcane machine operator from Lomai Nassau in Tailevu province, Fiji, will perform at Womadelaide, Australia's largest international music festival. This news team got a hold of the young artist, conversing about his winner track, Semamai.
The song is a message to mostly young people, young men, young women. It's a message to tell them about it's a new year, so time for changes. We need changes in our lives. We can't just be living the same old things we do from the past. We need to change our attitude, the way we treat people, and the people that we hang out with. Choose the right people to that motivate you and support you.
The Fijian artist's music consists of contemporary musical genres with traditional storytelling methods, and his lyrics, delivered in Itauke language, discusses social issues including mental health and politics. His interest in music began in high school when he started writing poetry and was introduced to hip-hop music by his cousin.
For me, my inspiration, I used to listen to hip-hop when I was growing up. Muscle Methods, that's Eminem, and Curtis Jackson, that's 50 Cent.
He is also part of the TVWAN, a Fijian music collection and movement, and performs regularly in the local music scene. The judges unanimously awarded Juben first place for his musicality, passion, and versatility. They also commended the high quality of artists overall this year, which tripled the number of artists entering this year's competition compared to 2022.
Thank you for the support and stream my music on our platforms, Juben.
The Pacific Break winner 2023 June Ben shares he has bigger and better plans for his career and music to come after the Womadelaide concert held in March 2024. Papua New Guinean artists who took part this year were Ragasiai, Taz, and Asivaname. Meantime, Juben says he has bigger and better plans for his music career after the Womadelaide concert. Jasmine Irujak, TV1 News.
And that ends the news segment. Rex, what do you have for sports tonight?
Thanks, Marisila. We have POM FA Loan Season 2023, Katua lost first profit, and levy fees deadline extended. We have all those stories and more when we return.
Hey, do you know that Cell Money gives you twice the Digicel credits you recharge when you top up your phone with Cell Money?
Yes, I have the good news. So now I put 3 kina in my phone. I receive 6 kina credit.
Well, that's why now I like to top up 5 kina because I receive 10 kina. And then I use my credits to call, send text, or get data.
Let's go to a Digicel store or Cell Money agent today. Deposit money in your Cell Money wallet to top up and receive the double credit.
Dial *888# to do it all with Cell Money.
Cell Money, do it all with Cell Money.
Change your TV plan to a postpaid plan and save more than 100 kina. Get a 30-day 40-channel plan for only 85 kina and get a free DTV plan to watch rugby league,
blink and you miss it,
or Filipino dramas from anywhere you want.
Good idea.
How awesome is that?
what a moment.
Dial 1515 to speak to a TV agent and get yourself a postpaid TV plan today. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
Hi, I'm Darren Robertson, an expat POM, chef and part owner of the 3 Blue Ducks in the Sydney beachside suburb of Bronte. A few years ago, I started thinking about making a shift towards more sustainable cooking, but I've become fascinated with cooking over simple fire or hot coals. I just want to see how far I can push that theory and what these simple elements can help me create.
So welcome to my charcoal kitchen. Let's light the fires, stoke the coals and get cooking.
The Paw Patrol
is about to unleash their wild side. Gear up with awesome new vehicles. Discover hidden species. And dive into epic jungle rescues. Brand new Paw Patrol Jungle Pups. Starts November 20th. Weekdays. Only on Nick Jr. Also available on demand. Check with your local operator for more info.
What's happening? You changed the future. And you changed the past.
What did you do?
Want some help?
Wait, he's Batman?
Let's get nuts.
The Flash premieres Saturday, November 25th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
On the right-hand side, but goes for goal instead. And Solo scores a stunner. A fifth goal of the season. In by Amrabat. And Vida's there. Tomogoy Vida is developing a happy knack. And against Andre Anana. There is his moment of redemption.
Massive. Yeah. That's the way to get the crowd.
Nothing but a half emissary. Goal trip is going to win the Lexus World Cup. Goal trip wins it in a real staying contest for the Rangers.
Welcome back. Port Moresby Football Association today launched its season 2023 at the Sir John Guy Stadium. The season kicks off on Saturday. For the first time in a long time, the competition will be played on decent pitches at the Sir John Guy's and PNG football stadiums. The Port Moresby Football Association kicks off season 2023 in style, having the opportunity to play in top-flight facilities like Sir John Guy's and PNG football stadiums. The Football Association is privileged to give its footballers the opportunity to play on such stadiums, while acknowledging PNG FA for allowing them to run their games on those venues. President of the Port Moresby Football Association, Voni Capinato, said this would have a great impact on the competition.
Team, well-disciplined people, and I believe we can drive something better in our community and especially in the big city in the country in Port Moresby.
The competition welcomes under-12s that will be taking part for the first time. It is a great initiative and a plus for football. As part of growing football in the city, Capinato urges NCDC to assist in finding them separate venue, as this contributes to growth and development of football.
To have venues. I think our biggest struggle is the venue for us to have our competition in time. Normally the calendar, the competition should kick off every March or April, but we are the only association have to wait whatever venue we have in between the year that we can host ours. And even though with those struggles, we never gave up, we never failed our stakeholders, we always have our competition on. So that's the only thing. Hopefully one day NCD can be, our governor can see that, because if you can see, we have so many people around the city and the urban areas, the settlements, and I think we are the only association have thousands of.
17 teams have been registered to participate in the competition in 3 divisions: under 19, under 17 and under 12. PNG boxer Thaddeus Katua has lost his first professional fight when he succumbed to defeat against strong Fijian opponent Michaele Ravalaka in the 59 kg division. Katua, in his professional debut in the super featherweight division, pushed Ravalaka all the way before going down in the technical knockout in the 5th round of the 6x3 round bout.
The event, dubbed the Battle of the Pacific, took place in Fiji last weekend. Ravalata was fighting his 3rd pro event after a switch from amateur boxing, which included an impressive run in the IBA World Championships, where he advanced to the second round. Professional boxing promoter from Fiji, Alan Kumar, has encouraged more collaboration with Papua New Guinea and Melanesian neighbors in order to grow the sport in the region. Katua hasn't fought since 2019 when he returned from the Pacific Games in Samoa after winning the bronze medal. His other accomplishments include winning gold in 2015, gold at the Youth Commonwealth Games in Samoa, 2016 Rio Olympics, and 2018 Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, Australia. Meantime, PNG Boxing Union General Secretary Martin Leary acknowledged the support of Bougainville MP Peter Chamalili Jr. to supporting Katua's trip. Leary said attracting sponsorship from the corporates was a daunting task. Susan Oreape, TV1 Sports.
The board of the PNG Olympic Committee has extended payment deadline for the National Sports Federation sports to pay the mandated 2,000 kina levy per athlete and official for the upcoming Pacific Game. The extended and financial deadline is now 12 midday on Friday, 10th November 2023.
Olympic Committee resolved at its meeting on 8th November 2023 to extend the payment deadline for the National Federation Sports to pay the mandated 2,000 kina levy per athlete and official for the upcoming Pacific Games. The extended deadline is now 12 midday this Friday, 10th November 2023. The PNG OC, as of this morning, contacted each of the sports yet to pay in full and urged them to meet their obligations to their athletes. This is the fourth and final deadline for payment, the first being May 2023. At present, outstanding levies remain due are the following sports: bodybuilding, powerlifting, table tennis, including para-table tennis, taekwondo, triathlon, basketball, football, hockey, and touch. These amounts a total of 349,500. Sports that have paid in full are athletics, including para-athletics, boxing, golf, swimming, tennis, VAR, netball, volleyball, rugby sevens, and weightlifting. In acknowledging that some sports have, amongst other things, made part payments or provided understandings to pay, the board stressed that such efforts fall short of the commitment made by these sports to the nation and Team PNG when they applied for justification over 2 years ago. The board calls for national federations of affected sports to meet their obligations to their athletes. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sport.
With the opening ceremony of the 2023 Pacific Games 10 days away, some Solomon Islands athletes are asking why there is no financial assistance given to them during their preparations. The athletes have formed a group called Solomon Islands Athletes Solidarity to take their issues and concerns to the respective authorities.
Triathlete Irovane Primson told Radio New Zealand Pacific athletes from at least 15 sports federations in the country are unhappy and were among victims as they prepare for the Games starting less than 2 weeks' time. According to Primson, they have not received any response from the National Olympic Committee of Solomon Islands regarding their grievances to date. Speaking from Honiara, Primson says athletes have been victimized, especially their welfare. He said some athletes had moved from their island homes to be in Honiara for preparation, renting and paying their own expenses when they could. With no money to pay for transport, he said they have had to find their own way to and from training sessions. Some have families who rely on them for income, and the current situation has also made athletes worry and lose focus with preparation. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That's all we have in sports. Over to you, Maricela.
Thanks, Rex. We'll now have the weather forecast. Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms, but mostly cloudy periods with possible brief showers. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lay, cloudy periods with few showers tonight. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain. Kokopo, Rabaul and Kavieng, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Highlands, scattered morning fog, then isolated afternoon showers. Mount Hagen, Goroka and Pundiawa, cloudy periods with brief showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Solomon Sea, seas rather rough to rough with southeast to southwest winds of 20 to 33 knots. Coastal waters. Waters of Samarai Islands to Cape Ogle and eastern and western Milivik Islands. Finchafan through Vitias Dampier Strait to CSC Long Islands. Seas 2 to 3 meters. And that wraps up another edition of TVWAN News. Pleasant viewing. Bye now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.